who is going to survive the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Is Charlotte going to retain her Divas Championship? And is The Undertaker going to celebrate his 25th anniversary in the WWE with a win?
It's time for J-Bone's Botched Up Pay-Per-View Predictions.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason, a.k.a. J-Bone of the Ramblin' About Wrestling podcast, right here to bring you my thoughts and predictions, preview of this Sunday's Survivor Series 2015. And though it may seem like the card is kind of light, I think all in all it's going to be a really good show. Alright, so let's get into the card. Let's start from the bottom and go to the top. The newest one, this is a bit of a spoiler for SmackDown, if, that's a major deal to you, oh well. The newest match that's been made for Survivor Series is Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze. And this is going to be Tyler Breeze's pay-per-view debut, I think, isn't it? Yeah. He had his first match in the WWE last week Monday against Dean Ambrose, and that was interesting. One of my kitties was around me. And that was interesting. To start out this tournament, usually guys that debut don't lose their first match. So that was interesting that they put him up against Dean Ambrose. That was a very good match right away. I think Dolph Ziggler and Tyler Breeze are going to put on a really good match. I think they are, I'd say that Tyler Breeze is significantly younger, but he's been in the WWE for quite a while. He was down in FCW for a few years, I think. So he's... I don't know, it's hard to say. I think we're going to go with Tyler Breeze winning this one. As much as I like Dolph Ziggler, he's gonna... Hi, Whiskey. Are you gonna come down here and join me? Oh boy. He is. Hey, Whiskey. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Whiskey, one of our many cats. You say hi. Say hi. Look at the camera. Say hello. Okay. Alright, back to the predictions. Oh, this cat. So funny. Apparently he needs some attention right now. Alright. Back to the show. While my cat decides whether or not he's going to lay down in my lap, I'm going to try to keep going with this. What a goofy kitty. Gotta hog the spotlight, don't you? Okay. So yeah, Dolph Ziggler and Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze is going to come out with a win. And, he's one guy. He is one guy that when he first started out on NXT, he used to be something Dalton? No. Mike Dalton? Is that what it was? Back in FCW? I liked him back then, but he really didn't have a gimmick. And now he's got a hell of a gimmick. And it bothered the hell out of me. I could not stand Tyler Breeze when he first started. But then, his ring work, oh my God. In my opinion, he's one of the best guys on NXT. Yes, baby, I'm going to give you some attention while I'm talking. Cats. So needy. So yeah, Tyler Breeze is going to come out with a win. Next, it was announced, and a lot of people were pissed off that there was going to be no actual traditional Survivor Series, 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 match. A lot of people assumed when they started doing the booking for this that it was going to be Taker and Kane and some other guys against the Wyatt family. I think everybody assumed that. My pick, if that was going to happen, was going to be, pick the Dudley Boys. I thought that'd be appropriate. They're done going after the championship, and now they need to, kind of stay in the spotlight. But they're really not, they're just having matches, and the fans still love them, but, now they're just kind of floating out there in limbo. Don't get me wrong, I'm still glad that the Dudleys are around, but they're just not really doing anything right now. I wish they were tag champs, but you know what, I love the New Day, so it hasn't been announced as far as who's in the 5-on-5. So here's an idea who I think might be in the 5-on-5. I think it's going to be the New Day, which is 3 guys, along with the Ascension. And Stardust will probably come out with them. That's a guess, okay? There's no, rumors going around, no... It's all just speculation on my part, okay? I can see this happening. You might too, and I think as far as the babyface team, I think you got to go with the Usos, which is 2 guys, along with the Dudleys, which is 2 more guys, along with who's going to be... Oh my God, this cat here floating everywhere now. And we've noticed the last, few... Well, not few. Well, oh my God. Goofy kitties. Last year Sting showed up. That was a huge debut. And this is the 25th anniversary of the Taker's debut at Survivor Series. So what better way to cap it off with, okay, yeah, we're going to celebrate The Undertaker, but we could also have another big debut. How about someone that's been making some noise down in NXT, someone like Finn Balor? Could debut at this pay-per-view. Maybe James Storm, he showed up down in NXT a few weeks ago, created a lot of noise, and especially, with him being, TNA so many years, and now he showed up in the WWE, but I don't know if he's signed a contract yet. No one really knows. There's a lot of speculation that he's going to, because now the Monday Night Raw after the Survivor Series is down in Nashville, and he's hinting that he's going to show up. You think he's going to show up? So maybe he'll show up, but do a surprise appearance at the pay-per-view and kick some ass. That'd be cool. If it's James Storm, I think he'll show up at the pay-per-view and then make his big time debut on you know. Excuse me. If it's Finn Balor, I think he's going to show up on the pay-per-view, but he'll go back down to NXT and still defend his championship. He's not going to join the main roster yet. I don't think he's ready. Wrestling-wise, absolutely, without a doubt. But I still think he's got to work on his mic skills. He's still really... I don't want to use the word lame, but he comes across as so... I don't know what word to use. Gentle? I don't know. What would you call it? I mean, he can speak. He just doesn't have a ton of charisma on the microphone. He did when he was a heel in New Japan. He came across with a decent amount of, I don't know what you call it, charisma? Mike charisma, I guess? I don't know. You're covering up my notes. I can't read my notes. I'm going to have to guess now. Come here, whiskey. What are they right here? I jotted this stuff down right before. You're killing me, cat. You're holding up the show. Oh. Okay, bye. You're so mean to your cat. No, he's fine. He just jumped down here. He's fine. All right. If it's the New Day and some other team against the Usos, say the Usos, the Dudleys, and some brand new character, the team with the brand new character, say the Babyfaces, are going to win. Okay? That's my prediction for that. If it's like the New Day and the Ascension against, or two other heels, like Wade Barrett and Sheamus, okay? I think the New Day's got to be in there, though. If it's those guys against, say, the Usos, the Dudleys, and someone well-known already on the roster like Neville, then I think the New Day is going to win, okay? Okay, next, the Divas Championship, Paige versus Charlotte, excuse me. That promo Monday messed up a lot of people. Really shook up a lot of people, including me. I mean, that was some serious raw emotion. Now, an article came out just a little bit ago, right before I started this, on ringsidenews.com, and I'm going to read some of this. It says, sources within the WWE has informed Uproxx that it is actually Charlotte who brought up the idea of mentioning her late brother Reed Flair during the closing segments of Monday night's episode of Raw. The report reads, according to our sources, it was actually Charlotte herself who initially brought up the idea of using Reed in the promo. Pro wrestlers sometimes have a way of dealing with tragedy by turning it into fiction, where it can draw out real emotions and add fire to their performance. And it did. Charlotte was visibly shaken up for nearly the entire segment if you need confirmation on how badly the death of her brother still hurts her. And it still affects Rick. and obviously still affects Ric Flair's ex, Charlotte's mother. She already, went to Twitter about it, saying it was all in, I don't remember the verbiage exactly. Something about it was in bad taste, something to that effect. And a lot of people feel that way, that it went too far, and yet there's a bunch of people that bitch and whine and moan that they want the Attitude Era back. Okay, well, you want the Attitude Era back, you want something raw, you want something a little more real. This is as real as it gets, folks, using stuff like this. And if you can't handle this, then you can't handle the Attitude Era coming back, because it'll contain stuff like this. If you can't handle this, then don't ask for the Attitude Era to come back. That's all I gotta say about that, And yeah, this promo did hit me, and it brought a lot of emotions out. When Paige said that, the crowd really reacted to it. It was like there was a unanimous whoa over the crowd after she said that, and then they started beating the snot out of each other and kicking each other's ass. Oh my God, I'm all full of hair now. Some of my head. Anyways, so the Divas Championship. All right. So whether you like what happened on Raw or not, and let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of that promo. Did it piss you off? Did it upset you? Or did you like it that they used something real to invoke the emotion to really put over this rivalry? I was upset by it when it first happened, but after reading this, I get it now, and I understand it, and I can respect it. It's, there's that fine line of, oh, God, really? Did you have to do that? But, you want to bring some real heat to this. Wow, it really did, and some attention. And some other people are surprised that it actually headlined the show, but that's all part of the, Divas Revolution. So who's going to win? Who's my prediction of winning? I think Charlotte's going to retain. And in my opinion, this is going to be a more significant win for her than retaining the first time against Nikki Bella. I think Paige is a much bigger threat. Much, much bigger threat. Alright, so did Ziggler, Breeze, the traditional 5-on-5, Paige and Charlotte. Alright, let's go on to, and I don't think this is going to headline the event. I think the championship is going to headline the event, because something big's going to go down there. And it's kind of hard to tell what exactly. A lot of people have a lot of different opinions on this. I'm still figuring it out in my head, but hopefully by the end of this video, I'll figure it out. Alright, next we're going to talk about Taker and Kane versus two members of the Wyatt family. And it was confirmed on SmackDown. Ooh, spoiler. It's going to be Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. So, and oh my God, I love my cat. Hair everywhere. I think this is good, especially for Braun Strowman. It shows him as, a powerful new figure to be in the pay-per-view and team up with Bray. And this is a 25th anniversary. I would be shocked if The Undertaker and Kane actually lost, considering this is this is Taker's 25th anniversary. This is a big event for him. I'd be shocked if he lost here. I can understand if he did, but he lost the last show to Lesnar. So, I can see something happening like, Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman being in the ring, and the rest of the Wyatt family comes down, and then somehow, some way, with all this, Bray Wyatt controlling their souls or gaining their power or whatever, I can see something happening during the match. Oh, God, this is driving me nuts. I can see something happening where all of a sudden, towards the end of the match, Bray Wyatt does something, pulls out the urn and controls like Kane, and Kane attacks Taker, and which causes them to lose. I can see something supernatural like that happening, and if they did it right, I think it'd be really cool, Or maybe it's the Survivor Series. Maybe they would have something like Sister Abigail actually debut. He's been talking here and there over the course of the last couple of years about this Sister Abigail of his. Maybe have her appear and then cause Taker and Kane to freak out and get scared, and she controls them and causes them to lose. I can see something like that happening, but I think that's me overthinking it as a fan. So I think they're going to play the safe route. This is their anniversary. I really think they got to come out strong with a win, and then they're going to go away until, well, at least Taker will go away for a while until, say, the Royal Rumble, and then they'll start something on the road to WrestleMania. So yeah, I think Taker. I think Taker and Kane are going to pull out a win on this one. Would I like to see the Wyatt family win and go on a winning spree and just dominate everyone and then go after the championship? Yeah, that's what they should do. And I've talked about that before, especially on the Rambling About Wrestling podcast. But I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll see. But I think Taker and Kane are going to win. All right, next. Let's see what's left. The WWE Championship Tournament continues at the pay-per-view. I think these matches are going to happen early in the evening. I don't think they're going to happen towards the end. I think everything else I just talked about is going to end up being not the filler, but, leading up to the end of the pay-per-view with the final match. So I think the pay-per-view is going to start out with either the Dean Ambrose Kevin Owens match or the Roman Reigns Alberto Del Rio match, and then you're going to see all the other stuff, and then the culmination at the end of the two winners. So, and this is a tough one. This really is. I've heard a lot of people say Roman Reigns is going to win. I've heard a lot of people say Dean Ambrose is going to win. I've even heard some people say Kevin Owens is going to win. They're going to pull a trigger and make him a double champ. I think he's got the hardest choice of them all out of the four of them, or the worst chances, however you want to say it. I don't think Rio's got that good of a chance. I mean, he came back and won the United States Championships. So, someone could say, oh, well, he just got the U.S. champ. Why not the WWE Championship? Well, I don't know. I don't see that happening. I would honestly see Kevin Owens winning it before Alberto Del Rio. Maybe. I don't know. I just I don't see either of those guys winning. I think it'd be entertaining. Who knows? Yeah, it's really hard. So, all right, Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio. I'm still getting used to calling him Alberto Del Rio because all of last year we called him Alberto El Patron on Lucha Underground, which was great, but now he's back in the WWE. So Del Rio. They keep hinting at Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose are going to be in the finals. I think that's what we have to assume is going to happen. Dean Ambrose is going to beat Kevin Owens, and Roman Reigns is going to beat Alberto Del Rio. Now, what's the easiest thing to do here? Have them face off. Roman Reigns wins clean. Dean Ambrose raises his hand. They hug each other. And right off into the sunset. Woohoo. As much as I can see that happening, I don't think that's going to happen. I think something nasty is finally going to happen. Everybody's predicting for months, Reigns is going to turn on Dean, or Dean is going to turn on Reigns. And this is where it gets difficult. This is where I don't know. Well, I don't think anybody knows. I don't know how they're going to do it. It's hard to say. Dean obviously is my favorite among the two. He's my favorite wrestler right now. Has been for a long time. Would they pull the trigger and make Dean champ? And then make Roman Reigns the one that sells out and goes heel and becomes part of the Authority? Makes sense. I'm going to backtrack a few years ago. Back when Roman Reigns was in FCW. When it was right after he was Liaki and he went away, he was injured, came back, or he was just working on his character, I don't know. But he was gone for a while, came back in a suit. And he was like this corporate guy. And snarky as hell. The whole I'm better than you thing. I don't remember the words he used in the promo, really. All I know is that he did it well, in my opinion. I think he did it great. Could he do that again? Put on a suit, walk out with Triple H as champ. Kind of like the corporate thing like The Rock did. I can see it. I can see it happening. They could do all that and have Triple H and try to have Triple H come out and try to help Roman Reigns win and still have Dean Ambrose become champ. They could do all that in the match and still have Dean win and have it come off successfully. Man, it's really hard. Alright, so I'm just going to say it. Reigns turns heel. But whether he turns or not, I don't know. But Dean's going to be champ. There, I said it. Let's see how bad I botched this up, hey? Alright, so that's my predictions. Love them, hate them, agree with them, disagree with them. Put it in the comments below. Let me know who you think is going to walk out champ. Or any of the other matches you care to express your opinion on. Put it in the comments below. And that's it for this one. And later on, this coming Friday, I'll be part of the Survivor Series preview and prediction show on the Ramblin' About Wrestling podcast. Join myself, J-Bone, and all the other Ramblers, and we'll talk about this Sunday's show. Be there. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching.